Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Naz.
And I'm Ronnie.
And we are
New Girls on the Block.
So this week we have a topic that's, I guess, is it serious? Kinda.
It's semi-serious.
Semi-serious, yeah. And it's gonna be about finances and our
Yes.
take on it and just different things we go through with finances. But first, as usual, we can wrap up our weeks.
Yes. Do you want to start off this
Yeah, I'll start off. So, my week was pretty the same, the usual, working, too much work, and yeah, the only thing different is I went to the dentist, and girl,
It was horrible.
it was a horrible experience because at first I went to the dentist and they did it clean, and I was like, yes, I love the dentist, I love it, but this time I went and I had to get fills. I was so it felt so invasive. They were just rushing.
Is it the same doctor you usually go to?
This is a new dentist because before I haven't had a dentist a solid one in a while. So I was like, okay, I was looking up reviews and stuff, and I'm like, it looks like it got good reviews. So I went. The dentist was being so rude, not to me, but to her people, the
workers.
Yeah, and I'm like. She's like, so are you just gonna leave that like that? Or why are you not drying it? Why are you not doing this? She was like, so where are you, what's going on? Where is so-and-so? She needs to be in here right now.
She took all that aggression out on your mouth?
Yeah, well, my mouth is wide open, hearing drilling. She's like, where's the headphone? Weird vibes. And I'm just I was like, please don't have a panic attack. Because I was so close. I was like, please don't let me have a panic attack in this dentist because it's just overwhelming. I just get the
the vibes are not vibing
at all. So, long story short, I'm like, okay, let me just wrap this up. They did it quick, luckily, but I feel like they messed up my teeth. I can't even eat without feeling a pain in my tooth.
Really?
Yes.
So you better go back and sue them. Well, don't sue
I'm
them just yet. Go back and try to get some help. And if they don't help,
I was just gonna go to a new dentist, but I'm like, is it a way? I'm gonna look into that because
my mom sues dentists all the time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. My mom has sued a dentist at least 3 times for bad work.
Wow.
And then it was the last one, she was like, all I want is my money back or for you to fix it. And then they didn't give her the money back, and then she won $20,000.
Period. I know my come up, y'all.
I'll give you her number.
Yeah, for real. I need to connect with your mom. But yeah, I swear, when I eat anything, it hurts. It's I don't know what they did. They told me not to eat for 2 hours. I mean, not to eat anything hard for 2 hours. I followed the rules. But why is it hurting? Why does it feel I can't even drink cold water without it hurting?
Should it be that?
Girl. So I'm okay, I gotta figure it out. I'm looking at suing. But I'm I don't know if I want to go back to them because it's just a mess. I feel I'm
you don't
just
want them to mess up your mouth.
Yeah. So I'm I might just go to a different doctor and look into it, or look into it before I go to a different doctor. So,
yeah. Or maybe go have a dentist look at your mouth, another dentist, and see if there's damages before you go back there.
Right.
And she can't say that there's damages or damage it even more.
Yeah. Period.
So great start to our finance.
Yeah. Great start. About to build up my finances by suing folk.
Yes.
But yeah, overall, that was my week. I just went to the dentist. Took a couple trips to Erewhon because I'm that type of girl, y'all. I just get obsessed and I just keep going. And I'm
I see your little mug downstairs, so I peeped
yeah. I got that a while back though. That's old. But
see, she ain't new to this. She's true. Her.
But yeah, I got another I went to the coffee shop and got another cappuccino. And okay, not to be going on a tangent, but girl, I was you know what? I'm gonna try real milk this time. I just it's probably gonna taste super fresh. It's Erewhon, so the milk is probably good. I started wanting to throw up. It was so nasty. The milk just tasted like
milk.
Yeah, and I hate that. So I was why didn't I just stick with my oat milk? It made it so better. But yeah, that's my week. My problems. But yeah, overall, it's been slow. It's been cool. It's been chill. Nothing major. What about you?
My week has been pretty slow this week. My little sister, she moved into her new place, so that was a good thing.
Brianna? Oh,
yeah.
Wait, she has a new place?
Yeah, she just literally moved yesterday.
Oh, that's
And I had to on Friday I pretended, that was probably what I did on Friday. Girl, I had to pretend to be a director of this program that she's connected to, and cause he thought she was crazy. So yeah, it's like a long story. But basically I have to pretend, and then I was like, yeah, my name is Iberia Cortez. That's such an interesting name. I was like, yes, I'm Afro-Latina. And he was like, no accent. I was like, I've been in LA all my life. Like,
oh my god. So why was he asking you so much questions?
Yeah, like, bro.
That's weird.
But needless to say, she got the place after.
Period.
So my acting skills, call me for real.
She needs to be booked.
Yes. Oscar up next. Her. But besides that, my week was pretty chill. I literally just worked. I made it a point this week to go to work and not feel overworked. I literally sat in my little beanbag in my corner all week and just got everything done. And yeah, I feel like my week was pretty darn productive. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
that's good. I feel like my week was pretty good. Oh yeah, I did I'm gonna negotiate a higher position.
That's exciting.
I know. On Thursday.
So do you have something in mind what you would like to be doing at the job?
No,
I don't know. We work at the same job.
Yeah, we work at the same job, but not really. I just want more money, to be honest. And not saying like that. I do want to grow with the company, and I do want more experience in different areas. But I know my skills and stuff would get me there, but. Overall, I'm trying to get that bag, y'all. And LA is expensive. And
it's not getting no cheaper.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to really figure out my finances and really work hard to get to my goals, y'all.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. And speaking of working hard to get into your goals, that's what we're going to be talking about this week with our finance episode. We're just gonna give y'all a real take on finances through our perspective. There's no real. Yeah, we're gonna be real. I'm gonna warn y'all now. We are not legal financial advice. This is just what we use for our life. It's not perfect. It's not prim, but we figured it out. That's what the podcast is all about. Us figuring out big girl duties in our 20s and trying to make it shake, you know?
Period.
So,
where do you want to start first?
Yes.
So, I guess we can start from the root cause of finances and how we grew up. And if we were taught anything, do you have were you taught anything about finances growing up?
I always remember my godmom telling me save some money for a rainy day. That's saving was really you need to save because you never know when you might need something. Growing up, my godmom, she raised 4 of us. She had help, but she didn't have that much help.
Yeah.
So with her, somehow we always have food. We was poor probably. Yeah, we was poor, but it didn't feel like it because we always had enough, even with all 4 of us.
Yeah.
But she was a person. I never heard her go and call somebody and be like, can I borrow money? Can I have help? She always just kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of how I am as well. It's hard for me. If I'm in a financial situation, I would have $0, be -20, but as long as I show up, I have a roof over my head, and I have everything I need. If I have food in my stomach, I'm fine. And I won't ask for help, which can sometimes be a deterrent.
Yeah.
But as far as credit and things like that, I wasn't really taught about credit at home, at school. I wasn't taught. I wasn't taught about investing. Like I said, at home or in school, I wasn't taught about financial stability past just saving. At this age now, I know saving is kind of just you're kind of losing out on your money because you're not maximizing on the money it's literally just sitting there and oftentimes losing value. You don't do anything with it. So, that's a short history of my background.
Yeah.
What about you?
So with me, it was never anything about saving. I feel I heard the saying, but from my dad's side, my mom's side, it was just, hey, they hustling to pay the rent, pay the bills, put food over 4 kids' heads, and figure it out. My mom was the backbone of the family. She was the one who was doing most. So it was just watching her, it's that instilled to work, pay your bills, work, pay your bills. We didn't get literally in high school and even middle school, I couldn't even like ask my parents for dollars to get pizza from the student store and nothing like that. We was like so broke, but like you said, we always had a roof over our head. We always had food at home, but it was never like, I was never able to do certain stuff. Like I see friends being able to buy this stuff, and I'm like, dang, I don't even have $1.50 for a Costco slice of pizza.
Yeah.
So overall, I just seen like in my family dynamic, it was, hey, we got enough money to bills. You got a roof over your head. That's good. Basically good enough. So
yeah,
I feel like that. Seeing that though, as a kid, it made me realize that's nothing that I want. I was like, no, ain't no way I'm about to be. And I feel like that's the reason why I don't have kids right now either, because I'm like, I don't want to go through that. I want to make sure I'm financially completely stable before jumping into having kids and figuring out how to put food in their mouth. So I'm still trying to figure out how to put food in my mouth. So yeah, and not saying like I'm not that struggling right with, like I feel like I'm at a good point in life where I'm not like,
we could take trips to Iran multiple times.
Yeah. So now I feel like a lot has changed, but before then it was just, yeah, you just have enough to go to Rouse to get you a little chicken bag or whatever, and then figure it out.
Rotisserie chicken.
For real. So overall, growing up, we was flat broke. It was not like I couldn't get the new phones, the new nothing. I had a Metro PC. Was it PCS?
Girl, I blame that. It's PCS, but to this day, I feel like that's why my Instagram is not booming. Like, it could be booming still, but I did not get an iPhone until I graduated and bought myself an iPhone. Because I was on that Metro PCS, and I did not, I was just so embarrassed. I was like, I don't want to have an Instagram on this phone where the camera quality sucks. Knowing now, everybody camera quality probably sucked at that time. But I was just like no, like I can't even afford an iPhone, so why am I on social media? Like,
I feel like for me it wasn't really, because I was like, I'm broke, it's whatever. I was just like, I'm just going for real. And a lot of people at my school had Metros. I feel like it was like a certain time period where it was like not deemed as like, dang, because I grew up in Inglewood, and I feel like people had higher phones, but nobody was looked down at for having like a lesser phone or something like, unless it's a complete like flip phone. You had something from like, then you'd probably get roasted, but I didn't really get roasted. Because I just felt like whatever, it's just a phone. But overall, I had Metro. I was like barely able to even keep my phone on. My parents was barely able to keep it on. I would like use Wi-Fi to message and stuff like that. So overall finances was not good growing up. Came from the gutter, y'all.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
So overall, I didn't get good influences about finances from parents, from anybody else in my family really, until I feel like, my older brother, my oldest brother, he's on my dad's side, so he grew up with his mom mostly. So in college, and I would always like, he was like a really like inspiration to me, because he'd always had a job, he had phones, and like he was just like cool in my eyes. Like then he was able to get, because I was really like growing up, I was really like into games and stuff, and he'd always have a new game system, and I'm like hearing like, well, I need to get like him, like I want the new game systems, I want this, I want that. He had a job.
You know, big bro.
Like so I was like, okay, I like he was like early, because he was like in his early 20s during this time, so I'm like, period, like this is how I need to be, he was a person I looked up to in how to like work, and he told me how to save. He kind of was like influenced on how he saved and stuff like that, because he was like, I always keep like $2,000 in my savings and make sure I'm like not touching that, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna keep $2,000 in my savings. And so I feel like he was a really good influence on me financially compared to everybody else. But like I said, I'm still learning, girl. Because I ain't even gonna cap y'all. I don't even got $2,000 savings right now.
It's okay, girl.
And then, so I'll let if you have anything else at the moment, because I could go on. I could go on, y'all.
I feel like for me, a role model for just having financial like freedom and stability was really Beyonce. Like,
oh, very good. You was reaching for the stars, girl.
When I seen Upgrade You, she just gave me the script
for real
for a successful life. But no, but being serious, I didn't have that many role models. I feel like growing up, who were like financially stable. I feel like it wasn't until I got older and start like talk to my friends and who I dated who kind of really put me on, or just like constantly making mistakes. Like I remember calling when I got my first credit card like at 19 or something. I think I had stopped paying it or something, and I owed like $200. But then I would call and try to pay on it, but I would only pay a certain amount, and I didn't understand the concept of interest. Oh. And I'm like, I keep paying on this, and it's like not going down. Like, what's going on? And the person on the phone, they literally explained to me what interest was.
Oh, that's
so I think it's like with me, it was really trial by error, and it wasn't always like a fun thing for me. When I got my first car repoed, and it wasn't because I wasn't paying the car note, it was because I wasn't paying the tickets.
Oh, and, yeah. You teaching me stuff.
Yeah, parking tickets will get you, like in LA, and then getting my taxes and realizing like, oh, I'm not getting state taxes because they're pulling it from the state that I owe ticket money to. So mine was a lot of trial and error and just learning the hard way.
Yeah.
And later in life, like as I'm getting older, I'm starting to like follow more like people who encourage young people to invest, like people on social media and have different platforms. Or I look back and I like listen to people who are great at investing.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name, but he's like known as the best investor like in the world. I'm sure it'll come back to me later in the episode.
Is it Gary Vee?
No, it's an older man. I think he invested in Microsoft. Oh. And like, is it Warren Buffett? It may be Warren Buffett. But yeah, just looking at people who were successful already and just literally following cute, because I'm like, okay, the laws are mostly still the same.
Yeah.
These people, some of them came from money, but then some of them came from nothing. How can I turn the little I do have into something bigger?
Yeah.
With investing and all this stuff. So just trying to get knowledge from as many places as possible. But it's easy to listen to knowledge and practice it in your everyday when you have bills and different things. How do you practice like being financially smart in your everyday life?
At the moment, like I literally even like literally my mindset about this earlier today was totally different. So I was like, before today, and I can say because I know what's right and I know, but then I just had the mindset like I just started being so over it that I'm like, I don't care. I'm living life. I'm gonna enjoy what I have, and I'm gonna enjoy life at this moment. And hey, who knows what the future brings anyway? So who really cares? Blah blah blah. So my mom gave me a reality check and was like, okay, you saying all this now. You like spending recklessly. You're not making payments on whatever you gotta make your payments on, and that's gonna hurt. Like you saying this now, you having fun, blah blah now, but it's gonna like eventually catch up to you, and when you really want to do something, you're not gonna be able to because you know the mistakes you made. So I was like, you right. Like let me come to my senses.
Come back to reality.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I'm a big person on like manifest, and I'm like, I'm gonna be rich one day, so why am I paying this now?
Yeah.
Glorilla.
Oh, it's that tomorrow. I feel that.
So I was like, hey, I'm gonna be, ain't no way.
I think there's something to that, like even though it's irresponsible to think like that, but for real.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like it's important to keep up with all this stuff, but what if you were about credit your whole life and die at 35?
I know.
And you could have just lived your life like the way you wanted to, or maybe not even something as much as extreme as that. But like for instance, downtown LA, they don't really check they don't really care about credit scores as much when you move to downtown LA. They really care about income because they know who's moved to downtown LA. Artists, entertainers, different people in different untraditional fields. Okay, yeah, they probably have some shit credit, but they're making the money to make up for that. So it's circumstances like that which makes me feel like, isn't really that important. But I think it's important when you want to buy into the system in America where credit is really more important than a dollar. Like you could go somewhere with $50,000 in your hand and some people won't even take that because it's like you don't have good credit. And now they're looking at you crazy like how you get $50,000.
For real, because I heard that about like people who try to buy car insurance down, they don't be telling them. And I'm like, that's money, like why not? But stuff like that, because I do want to, like, me and my husband share a car right now, but I want my own. He don't want the car I want, and I want the car that I want. So I know I have to fix my, like, that's just going to be something. Because I feel like cars is different. Like, apartments you could get, but a car is like, they really look for credit. They look at history and stuff. So I'm just trying to, like, get myself together so I could get the whip that I want. But not just that, too, but just to be more financially smart.
Live the life.
So I'm really just, I feel like right now, in my finance goals and ideas, I really just trying to get my bag up and focus on that before really like succumbing to I just gotta pay all these bills.
Because then it's like you're gonna be in the state of like just not having anything. And that's really scary too. And I feel like a lot of times younger people, they want to pay their bills. Like in the back of our mind, we know it's the right thing we should do. Like if you have credit, we should be in good standing. But the reality is it really that realistic to be able to survive and pay every bill, pay your light bill, your rent, your car note, your gas bill, your credit card bill, and then be able to do anything outside of work? Like,
and with everything, the prices and everything now, even car notes, like girl, I have a used car. Our car note is like $680 for a Toyota. So I feel like,
and it's just like,
it's too much. It's like everything is so much where if I do just try to focus on, I just gotta fix everything and like focus on that, I just feel like I'm gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna be able to enjoy life. I'm gonna just be focused on, hey, let me just fix everything and blah, blah, blah. But I know it's a responsible thing to do, but I do, like, I feel like I'm not gonna be that person, but I kind of am. Like, manifesting is important, and manifesting is like, and really going for what you want could get you out of a situation instead of just being focused on getting out of the situation and in ways like that's.
You could spend 20 years not doing what you want to do in your life and still be in the same place financially, but you could spend 20 years doing what you really want to do. And usually it pays off in some type of way. Whether it be financially, spiritually, but oftentimes it's financially because you're putting in those hours and that focus on what you really want to do.
I totally agree.
I feel it. I want to be based in reality, but with these prices, you gotta have some type of delusion. You know that it's gonna be okay because. Hell no. Like, everything is expensive from the grocery store, spending $15 on 3 chicken breasts, to just everything. And especially when you live in a big city like LA, it's just like you have no choice but to succumb. You cannot find a 1-bedroom under $1,600
at all.
Under $1,500.
Girl, now it's like $18. I swear to you, I was looking, and unless you want to live in a place where it's like not the greatest, but everything is like $18. Girl, a 2-bedroom. They just built some around up the street, $3,000, 2-bedroom.
And with the economics, I'm like, where's this money coming from? Like, who's making the money to be able to live in these $3,000?
And they're making so many that it's like over hundreds of units within these things, and it's like
it's vacant.
Somebody told me. So one of my coworkers told me that she had a friend who was trying to move into a new place, and then the person the owner told her like a certain price. She was like, she negotiated for 2 months, and knowing that nobody is really moving into these new places, and they gave her the deal that so it's, I feel like people like they're starting to get like realizing that nobody's gonna fill up all these units, so they need to start like
negotiating and being fair, because it's not very ethical or humane to create a whole city where nobody could live in.
Yeah.
As the homeless population rises, so are high rises being built with empty fucking units in it.
And it's
just like, y'all would rather have this building vacant for 3-4 years and wait for that sucker to come in and spend $3,000-$4,000 a month than make it a low income, or make it, you don't have to make it low income, make it of equitable housing for people based on how much the people in the neighborhood are making.
Girl, that would be the smartest thing.
That would be so smart. And
but they do not.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never thought of it like that, but that would be like, that's like how things should be.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like you would think it was rocket science.
Yeah.
But to like combat that, because like when I think about all this stuff, it can really get like, this is a lot. Yeah. To me, the best way for me to like budget and finance in my everyday life is I do really well with lists.
Oh, really?
And creating budgets. I don't always follow them, but even the act of me sitting down and really knowing like, okay, this is how much I have coming in this month, and this is how much is gonna go out based on bills, and this is what I have left. Yeah. So even if I spend a little bit extra in the beginning of the month, I have a little bit extra at the end of the month based on the amount of money coming in.
Yeah.
And I feel like another good way to like really practice like good finances is checking your bank statements.
Oh.
Because I feel like there's so, like, I'm guilty of like earlier this year I was so upset at I think it was AT&T. Girl, they was charging me for Wi-Fi that I wasn't using for almost a whole year. I was paying $60 because it was on auto pay. And then one day, I was so broke, and my bill overdrafted on auto pay, and I was like, wait, no. I have Spectrum. Why am I being charged $60? And then I went through my statement, and I have been getting charged for almost a full year.
That's crazy.
As upset as I was at AT&T for like charging me that money, the lady on the phone, she said straight up, she's like, we're gonna pay you back. They only pay me back up to 6 months of back pay. But she was like, I would really encourage you to start checking your statements every month.
Wow. I don't. That's what I'm guilty of too, is I don't really check. And I didn't even be checking my bank account because I'm like,
no harm in foul.
Yeah. And I know that's a bad like habit, but I feel like now I'm really becoming, I guess, more mature with finances, and I'm trying to do better with that, and like really trying to organize myself, because I'm really like the type, like, if I got money right now, I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm gonna go get what I want. And then I know, that's the thing, I'm like a queen of manifest, because I'm like, no matter what, by the end of the month, everything gonna be paid. My bill's gonna be paid. I'm never gonna be not.
Yeah.
My rent is never gonna be not paid. My bills, like, it's always gonna be paid. So I have that issue, but I always end up at the end of the month paying all bills, and it's like, dang, it's kind of dry. Like, where's my money? And then I was like, dang, I just feel like, kind of like, dang, I'm broke.
I wish I didn't spend this money at this time. But then every time I spend, I be happy.
Low key, it was never a time that I regret it. Like, dang, I shouldn't have bought that. Like, so I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's this type of facade that people put on finances, and how it should just be this, and you should just follow the rules, you should do whatever, and then blah, blah, blah. But I feel like in reality, like, overall, if you believe, you can achieve.
And that's that on that. No, but for real, I think mindset is very important. We were talking about that earlier. And even the mindset that we have, like, okay, we might not always be like financially the smartest.
Yeah.
We might make some mistakes, but we're consciously trying to do better.
Yeah.
And it's the mindset of, we know that the life we live and the life that we come from is not the life that we want to live. So I believe that, I don't know if I can speak for you, I feel like I can. We have similar beliefs on this. I'm going to do everything in my power to guarantee that I have the life I want to live.
Exactly.
And rather it be me being broke in my 20s so I could really make money in my 30s, or finding that idea that just came to me in the middle of my fucking dreams. But I know whatever it's going to take, I'm going to get to where I want to get to. And I don't think saving every month and really like stressing about money is going to get me to where I want to get when it comes to finances.
I totally agree.
The moment you believe or acknowledge that like you're poor or your poverty, I feel like that starts to infiltrate your mind.
Yeah.
Like not to be like so hotep-y or anything, but like poverty is a mindset. Poverty is a mindset, and I believe that poverty is a mindset. Like, because in my mind, I know that I have every tool in my body that I need to carry myself to financial freedom, to the next level. God gave me hands that work and that create art in different forms. God gave me a mind that can imagine things that I can't even see in real life, but I can come up with that thought in my mind, having conversations with God about my future. That's what the imagination is to me. And I'm able to conceptualize that in my mind, express it through my mouth or through my writing, and because I'm able to do that, I'm able to create. And I feel like if you have that mindset and you have the ability to create, you'll never be poor. Like,
exactly. I'm all for that. I'm like 100%. That's like, I feel like that is the true secret to success, is to really be mindful that, like, even, have you ever seen The Secret? That it's like this, like, how to really get out of what you go through. If y'all heard it, y'all know. If y'all didn't, look it up. I'm gonna tell you that too. You gotta.
I feel like I have a little. I think I have like a little thing from that, because it's like in cursive.
And
it's like a little background with my writing. I have like a little booklet that gives me affirmations every morning, but I'm not gonna lie, I do not look at that.
Really?
I never even flip the page. That exists.
I watched it. I don't think I watched the whole thing, but literally, like, these are the things these upper people are doing, and like just knowing and acting on the action that's the way, and like really being mindful of, hey, this is what I want in life. I'm gonna go get it. I know it's mine, and I know that's
just waiting for me.
Yeah, and I feel like some people have that mindset, but don't
on it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the whole key. Is like, you have the mindset, and you're doing what you do to get to what and it don't even have to be hard. I feel like a lot of people think like, dang, I gotta hustle. I gotta be like really like what's it called, like hurting themselves to get
grind, no sleep, grind time. When you would really be surprised. My older sister, my god sister, told me people forget what an hour a day could do.
Exactly.
Like, just put it in an hour a day. That's 7 hours in a week that you can start off with. Within that month, that's 28 hours that you're putting in a month. Divide that by 12. Like,
exactly. The power of an hour.
Yes, literally the power of an hour.
Yeah, but I truly believe that's like, and that's why I don't ever be like really stressed, and like how I am now, I'm like stable and I'm cool, but I do know, and that's why people be like, oh, cut back on your Starbucks, cut back on your going out to eat. This is what I like to do. I'm not gonna cut back. What I'm gonna do is grind harder so I can.
And then that's really some capitalistic shit to me, because if I'm already down here and society acknowledge that I'm right here, why would I take away things that give me joy in life? Like, I already have to go to work every day. I already have to worry about bills. Why you come to me and tell me not to enjoy my life, not to have fun? Like, who are you? Like, who are you to tell me not to enjoy what I like to do? Because I thought I could die tomorrow. I enjoy my life while I'm here.
Exactly.
And like, no, there's nothing that could tell me that cup of Starbucks was the straw that broke the financial account and that made me broke. Like, no. That cappuccino gave me some energy to get through my day and work.
Yes, and it made me feel good at the end of it. Like I feel like that's why I'm not restricting myself to what I like. I'm not like, oh dang, if I can't buy this $15 blah 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 because I'll need that $15 for something in the future when it don't even like literally.
The future doesn't exist yet. What you talk to me for?
Live in and not be looking at that.
We already worked it.
We weren't, y'all. Like we're not
happy.
Yeah, we are not financial advisors. We just tell y'all what we go through. But overall, like literally, like live your life and enjoy it. Like I feel like too many people get caught up in all of that stuff, and it's no fun.
Yeah.
Y'all know it ain't fun to be caught up in. Dang, I gotta save for a rainy day.
And we're not telling y'all to be lazy.
Yeah.
Just go to work and stay home all day on your ass and think that your livelihoods and your dreams are gonna come true.
Yeah.
You still need to be moving towards the goals you set for yourself. And it's easiest for me to accomplish my goals when I set smaller goals in between.
Yeah.
And put dates on my goals and put timelines on my goals. Y'all can do it however y'all want to do it. But we're just saying the key to financial freedom is not depriving yourself from joy, from good food, from good experiences, because those are the things that you can't really put a price on.
Exactly.
Somebody could say, oh, you're not the smartest for spending $1,000 on a ticket to Thailand. Baby girl, I'm never gonna be able to put a price on the memories I make for those 2 weeks in Thailand, the cultures I learned. So I guess it's really what you value.
Yeah.
And I feel like under this capitalist society, they would like us to just value and bow down to the dollar.
Yeah.
But I just can't subscribe to that. Money is like money is what you do with the money, whether you do use it for good or bad. But money can't run you, because I feel like the moment you let money be like the focus of your life, you could be bought by anything. You'll have a price for anything, and you start to like kind of like lose that general passion, the zest you have for life. So money is great. Like I want lots of it, but I'm not gonna sit here and deprive myself for what I enjoy doing on an everyday thing in hopes that it will somehow bring me more money. Instead, I'm gonna use my talents and my capabilities and focus on, let me do something and make sure I'm consistent with that and make it bring in money. When I get a job, let me not apply to a job that's just gonna give me $15 an hour or $20 an hour. Let me go apply to the same job that might pay the same, but that I enjoy doing and that can teach me something and kind of pay me in other forms outside of $1. It's paying me in education, it's paying me experience, it's paying me and every day just applying myself doing it. Like, I don't know, there's different currencies to me in life, and money is not the only currency. It's an important one. We're not going to pretend that money is not important, but it's not the only currency.
I totally agree, and I like the way you mentioned that about jobs too. It's like a lot of people get caught up in like, oh, this is a good job, or it's a good job because it gives me money, but I'm like miserable going every day. I don't like it. I'm just here for a paycheck, and hey, that's it, that's all. I feel like a lot more people need to focus on what they truly like and what they, because I feel like if you truly like what you do and you like talk to the people and like be more like, because I feel like networking is key too. Now it's all, and I feel like most things is all about who you know. Even though they try to say like, oh, blah blah, like that's not true. It is, but I feel like most people have access to get into these spaces, and I feel like a lot of people use, and I don't want to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this. A lot of people use that as an excuse to not be like, not push themselves to be better. It's like, dang, I'm stuck in so and so. I'm stuck in this neighborhood. It's no outlet for me. This is what I'm gonna do, and it's no way for me to get out of this. You know, some people are stuck in that mindset where it's like they're not reaching for better. It's just, you know, I just feel
it is what it is.
And I'm like, dang, this is what I was born into. So you know,
mom and diet, and it's like, girl, if you don't get yourself a ticket on the metro and go to the other side of town and get yourself a job with people who can teach you something.
And I feel like literally the passion and the drive, it's like literally about drive and passion and mindset. Like that's how you succeed in anything, because literally it's people who came from
nothing,
absolutely dirt poor, like worse than certain stuff I was saying, and who are like Tyler Perry was sleeping in his car. Like, we were talking about this earlier. Like this man is one of the richest men in America now.
Literally adopted the Prince of England.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I forgot about that. There was live or stay with him. But seriously, like y'all, people, and I feel like when I see stuff like that, it'll make me feel like, dang, he came up and I'm stuck. It's like, this is a motivation. This shows you that anybody could do it.
Motivational purposes only, like they used to say on the ground. Like, and I feel like people be in so much competition and worried about the next person, and they look at Tyler Perry or somebody who may have success and be like, well, he just got lucky, or he kissed up to a white man, or he did this, and it's just like, first of all, no. Second of all, why don't you maybe go study and see what he did, because the last time I checked, y'all both got the same 2 eyes, y'all both got the same 2 legs, y'all shit the same, and y'all eat the same. So if he can do it, you could do it as well. That's one thing. And secondly, why don't you go and ask? And if you don't have access to ask, go and read. There is so much information on anything and everything we want. I feel like in the year 2023, there's no like excuse to like not want to try something. And you could tell yourself, hey, this is what I don't want to do. This is what I don't want to do to get money. But you need to figure out what you like to do to be able to be financially comfortable, whatever that means to you.
Exactly.
Like some people don't need a lot. They'll be good just living with a roommate or whatever circumstances they're living in, as long as they have what they need. But when you're thinking bigger and you want more for yourself, you're going to have to give more output and try a little harder to be, not average. And I feel like it's easy being average. Like you can exist and be average and have like the housing, the little 1-bedroom for your whole life, or like the things that you may have dreamed of when you were 17. But to really be, to me, financially successful, you have to be willing to take a risk. You have to have the mindset that you believe in yourself fully 100%, because if you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to want to believe in you. They're not going to want to invest their beliefs in you or their money in you. And I also feel like you just have to like literally do the work. Like as much as we say like, oh, we want to manifest things, every day we get up and go to work. Like your mom's not going to call you and make sure you clock in and hop on the clock. There's nobody that's waking us up in the morning and saying, this is what you need to do today. We gotta figure it out by ourselves, and we are figuring it out by ourselves, and we're not perfect in that. But I don't know, I feel like we're doing okay.
And because for me, I feel like I have the mindset, and I stick with this mindset. Anything that I get into, I know I'm gonna be like good at and consistent, and I know this is what's gonna, better me. And like different experience I had, I owned different businesses, I had different business ventures, and I knew it would have popped off, but certain stuff I didn't like doing. So I'm like, I know that this venture would have been, because the opportunity was there, but was I happy? No. And I want to be happy in this life. I want to enjoy life, and I want to enjoy experiences, but I don't ever want to deprive myself of happiness just for the bag. And I feel like that's the key too, is to really find a niche and find what you like to do and find what you like doing, because the money's gonna come. Like I feel like with anything, because people are on YouTube doing slime videos, ASMR, nail clicking on the mic, like
There's money everywhere you look.
Everywhere, and making hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, doing food reviews, eating food on camera, and it's like when I see
stuff. Kids channel. And just have them with faces like this floating, singing in different languages.
People are doing that and literally making bags, and it's
Anya Seo. Okay.
Period though. But yeah, I'm like so like my mindset about stuff is so different now that I see like how much and how, not saying easy, but how people are making money. It's not how it was like 20 years ago where it was, you know, we had to find a job, we have so many avenues for revenue and so many ways to figure out and how to find our niche, to find what we would like to do to really make the life we want to live. And I feel like, and like you said too, like some people are comfortable and content with living in a 1-bedroom, sharing with roommates, and we're not saying everybody's mindset should be on get up, get out, go to the back. It's whatever you want, but like what I want for me is not just the average, you know. I want to excel in this life, and I want to be able to be financially free and be able to, if I want to go travel out the country this week or whatever, like book a vacation with my family, I'm able to do so. So I feel like the whole thing is mindset, the whole thing is drive, and the whole thing is consistency. Because without those, it's like, are you really doing what you gotta do to get to where you want to be? You
and try to get a plan. Like,
like
I'm even struggling with this in my everyday life. It's like when you have a vision of where you want to be in life, but you don't know quite how you want to get there, that's already something. So if you have that thought when you wake up, please be thankful, because you're already halfway there. You've already manifested the life you want to live. Now you just have to figure out how to get there. What's the road with the least friction and the most prosperity on the way? And it might take a few years, it might take a few months. It comes to different people at different times. But as long as you can envision the life you want to live and you have the abilities to take the steps forward, don't ever give up on that, because Kim Kardashian, she didn't make her sex tape till 27. She was 27. Like, all these people become like, and with our generation, I feel like it's like, oh, you're 25 and you haven't become a millionaire. It's like, what are you doing wrong? But no, it's like people get their blessings at different times, and you just have to believe that your blessings are meant for you. Nobody can take what is meant for you, but what is meant for you won't just be handed over. You still have to work for it. You still have to do your due diligence, like you said, be consistent, have a plan, and never like deprive yourselves of the joys in life. Because like, what would be the point of all that money if you can't experience joy?
Exactly. So overall, y'all, we don't have the key to financial success, but we have the experience. Like, the key is to experience, and the key is to like really like, I don't know. We believe what we believe.
It's the mindset.
It's totally the mindset for me, for her. Like, we're experiencing life and enjoying life, but still have, what's it called? Like, goals, and we know this is not where we want to be.
And we might come back and talk to y'all in a year from now and have a different opinion, or 2 years from now, and tell y'all how it goes. But it's working for us so far. And we have talks like off the podcast where we're like, okay, we know this is what we want. We got to take it to this level. And I feel like we've always kind of been connected with work. We work with each other. It's like 3 different jobs. So we have common goals, and we have these talks when we go to these places and be like, we envision our lives like this. So it's also good if you have somebody who has a similar mindset to you or similar vision. It's always good to have somebody that keeps you on track. Somebody who is able to go on this journey with you of financial freedom, of just making the life you have in your mind reality, you know?
I totally agree. I love it. And this is like, I feel like this is, because I came into the episode like, dang, like I gotta tell all of my problems with financial, you know, my financial experience. But I feel like even though the problems happen or whatever, we still have the ability to get out of what we are in, and as long as we're putting the goals and putting the mindset towards it, because like I said previously, like I've ventured into different things, but I always had the mindset like I'm gonna try it out, and I'm very much the type of person that will go for something and try it out, but if it's not my thing, I'm not gonna
force it.
Yeah, force it. But I feel like that's the whole thing, like just to start, like even when we started this, like it's like I was just like, you want to start a podcast?
Yeah, I'm like, yep.
I was like, let's do it next week. So
and look at us here.
I know, and we're still, of course, we're still growing. We're like small, but like literally, we've been consistent. We've been holding each other like accountable for certain things, and like really just putting the work in and just enjoying it. And this is fun. Like we get to have these conversations on camera for you guys and get to tell you guys our experience while we still are having a casual conversation. Yeah. So overall, this has been our finance
episode. If I could give you any advice, is listen to that little voice in your head that's telling you what you want to do, and that's going to be the voice that guides you on your path of financial freedom and just really happiness overall, because I believe we all have a voice and we know what we want to do and we know what will make us happy, and if we just let that voice be louder and louder and turn like the things that were in our mind to like actual reality, like that's where like alchemy comes in. It's like turning your vision in your mind into like actual reality. We can all do it. It's like, how much do you believe in yourself? Don't believe in the banks, y'all.
No.
Do not believe in the banks.
Don't
stress too much about credit, because it can always be fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
It can always be fixed. Make the mistakes, but more importantly, learn from the mistakes that you make and live your life. Because you only got one.
Exactly. Enjoy it. And also just to be back on what you mentioned and how like people should just follow what they want to do. Let go of fear. I feel like fear is the thing that, because literally like there's been so many ideas that I had too that I was like, oh, I don't want to do it because I'm like, what are people going to think? How are people going to take, certain stuff that I do, blah, blah, blah. But I'm becoming the rest. I'm starting to let go of fear, and I'm still working on it because we all have like
everyday struggle.
Yeah, certain insecurities or things that we think about or whatever. But I feel like the key to a successful, full-on, like being the person you want to be is letting go of the fear of being judged, the fear of what other people would think, the fear of you thinking you're gonna fail at things, because literally failing is just a lesson learned. So let go of fear, follow your dreams, don't stress about money, and enjoy life. So that wraps up our episode.
We hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all stream, share, rate wherever y'all listen to podcasts. Y'all can find us.
We'll be here every
Thursday
and Saturdays
for the video,
or Sundays ish.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to get on my schedule edited. But
every weekend.
Every weekend.